Hello, my name is Sandra. This is a Rosette Couture. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. If you're watching for the first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Today is just going to be a very simple one. It's on how to cut a straight skirt. And if you have any complaints, you have any tutorial of any sort you'd like me to work on, please drop whatever your feelings and your thoughts are in the comment section. I want to know what your thoughts, your feelings are, and how we should do better. And I promise, as you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, our content will disappoint you. Cheers, enjoy the watch, subscribe and hit the notification bell. So this is going to be a straight skirt. So now the fold is in 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the front part. You can see that it's together. This is the back part, and this is the zip allowance I folded out here. So when I place it here, this is the front part, this is the back part. So we'll do our basic measurement. The length of the skirt, according to what we have, the length of the skirt is 43, and then 43 plus 1 inch folding allowance is 44. So I measured out 43 here. You can see that I'm using a black somewhat like charcoal, because this is a yellow and I have a yellow chalk, so most times it doesn't mark, so I use the here. So this is the length. So when you come from the length, you go to the hip measurement. This is the length. I measured this so that it doesn't stain so bad I cannot wash out. So after the length, from my waist to my hip point, the waist to the hip point of the person that owns this skirt is 10 inches. It is markable because it's a yellow chalk. It's difficult to see because we are going to be placing our hip measurements there. So mark it out little on this black dot. Then from the waist to the knee point, because it is usually fitted and then it's around the knee, from waist to the knee point is 25 inches. So this is 25. It's been marked out also. Sorry, freehand somehow. You take this out, then this is the full length. So whatever the measurement is here is what I'll take down because it's a straight skirt. So from my waist here, the waist of the person is 38 inches. So the 38 inches, by the time you divide by 2, it gives you 19. 19 divided by 2, it gives you 9.5. 9.5. Then you place, this is 9.5. You place 1 inch that allowance, because if it is for lace, we usually don't use that. If it's lace, you do straight, but this is not lace, this is a normal fabric. So you put 1 inch that allowance, then 2 inch seam allowance. So that brings us to 12.5 on the skirt, on the waist. Then the hip measurement will be on the waist to hip line, which is here. The hip measurement, the person's hip is 42. That brings us to 21 divided by 2, because since it's on the fold of 4, we divide by 4. That gives us 10.5. So 10.5 here. This is the 10.5. Then you give 2 inch seam allowance. That brings it to 12.5. So it's now looking the same with the waist. But by the time we put the dart, the difference will come out. So usually we put our dart in the middle and we take like 4 inches of that so that it doesn't even get to the hip part and hold the hip, but it's enough to hold the waist and give it that butt shape. So we'll come down to the waist to hip measurement, waist to knee, which is 25. Then at the circumference of the knee, so that it doesn't get too tight, she took 34, and then 34 divided by 2 gives us 17. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5, and then we place 8.5 measurement here. We'll put 1 inch seam allowance, which takes it to 9.5. So the 9.5 that we measure on this knee circumference is the same thing we measure at the base of the skirt. Same thing, you measure the same 9.5 here. So what I'll do now is I'll try to join the measurements. This is from the waist. Just watch my hand. It's difficult to see, but I don't want to stain it so much. This is the hip. Then down, 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 down. You can see that it's coming down. This is the knee. Then down, 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 straight. This one is not a straight line. Down here. So it gives us something like this. Like this. I'm trying not to stain it so much. You can see this one curves down. can see that it's somewhat like this. So by the time we take this, the shape comes out, and then of course we know this is a zip allowance. So from the measurement we did 25-inch slit allowance. We did 25 each. Some people want their slit very close to their bum bum. Other people might take it down, but for her own is like that. So by the time I take this out, in order to do, I will be using a full lining, and I'll make the skirt and it will just come out nice. So let me cut out so that we see what the outcome of the cutting would be. Cut. See that this is what we have for the front. You can see that the stain is not coming here. The stain of whatever I used in marking. This is the front part. You see better on this side.